Hi there, Loy Machedo speaking to you from loymachedo.com, and today the book review is going to be Dana White, The King of MMA by June White, surprisingly his mother. Now, the minute I found out that this book was on Amazon.com and it was Dana White's biography, I had to jump in, I had to buy the book. Now, the book has 140 pages, 6 major chapters, and even a positive review by Frank Shamrock, who was once upon a time the UFC champion. I think it was middleweight. And the thing that surprised me is Frank Shamrock, he hates Dana White. But he gave the comment, really enjoying Dana White's mom's book about her son. Check it out for some good soul food. So I asked myself, why would Frank Shamrock praise this book? It was only after reading the book that I understand. And let me tell you what a disappointment this book was. Now, first and foremost, the thing that surprised me was this book is written by his mother. Now, you'd wonder, why would a mother write a biography? Then the next thing which surprised me, was this book was all about spewing a lot of anger, hatred, bitterness against her son. I mean, the whole book is about a mother's perspective of her son, and she keeps portraying Dana White as this massive disappointment, this really bad guy. The good thing about this book, however, would be like, for instance, if you have a look, there are some nice photographs. There are these nice photographs of Dana White during the younger days, and it was pretty surprising to see him. See, like for example, here, lot of photographs where Dana White is practically young, although they are just black and white. But I felt, okay, fine, at least something worthwhile. You see here, you can see him in the church as an altar boy. Now, these are the plus points, the photographs. The stories, well, some of them are really good, not really good. I would just say that they show a human side of Dana White, where he was an absolute failure. He started off as a college dropout. He worked as a bouncer. He worked as a guy who would, work in clubs. So, okay, fine. So Dana White is a rags to riches story. But here lies the problem. She has put so many details of him having bar fights, getting into trouble with the law, going to jail, and it was really not necessary to elaborate on them so much. The second thing that really kind of cheesed me off was the fact that now when you're buying a book like this, you kind of expect, okay, I'm going to get the words of wisdom, I'm going to get the business principles, I'm going to get the philosophies. However, nothing of that sort was there in this book. The only thing that was there in this book was complain, complain, complain. It was more like, I'm a poor victim, look at me, I'm his mother, he made me suffer. Now, there were even incidents where it seems that Dana White called her a bitch. He told her fuck off in front of all these people. I mean, if you keep irritating a guy who is, who is the main CEO of a multi-billion-dollar company, you keep coming in front of his face, of course he's going to tell you that. The second is, she wants Dana White to be the type of son that she wants him to be. In fact, I don't think she has even accepted the fact that he's a grown man. She was disappointed with the fact that he's no more a Catholic, he's an atheist. Yay, yippee, one more atheist. So she's sad about that, and she keeps bringing up these sob stories that he was an altar boy who would say his prayers. And then, I mean, she has dedicated an entire chapter to portraying him as a tyrant, as a dictator, as a monopolistic, evil guy. Now, let me agree on one thing, that Dana White is a monopoly. Dana White is a really rude person, even in front of the media he is. And he is really tough with those people who break away from him or, dishonor their contracts. He makes life absolutely miserable. He's a monopoly. You can't help it. So, agreed, he's a bad guy. But then again, he is successful. You, June White, you are not successful. You are just an absolute failure. So no matter what you say, nobody gives a damn about you. I mean, if you were so good, if he was Satan and you were Virgin Mary 2.0, you wouldn't write a book, completely bashing him all around. So overall, if you ask me, I think this book is a sad testimony to how bitter this woman can be. Maybe she's a good woman. Maybe she made a lot of sacrifices for the son. But let's face it, your son is a product of your upbringing. So you made rotten choices. You made bad decisions, and I guess that is how your son turned out. But at least be happy that he's not a drug addict or he's not a loser. So if you had asked me, this book, well, is an absolute waste of money. I didn't find anything worthwhile other than complaints. Okay, a little bit of insight into Dana White's life, how he was during his childhood. But overall, a very sad attempt to get back and a really unprofessional barrage of rants and moans and groans. So, if you ask me, please send her a condolence or send her a pitiful, I understand what you feel. And to Dana White, well, congrats, man. You are the big boss, and well, you're living a dream. So overall, I rate this book 2 out of 10. Pathetic. Please, if you can get it for free, take it. Otherwise, don't bother. This is Loy Machedo speaking to you from loymachedo.com. Thank you for watching.